Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to a new day 365, my channel on addiction, relapse, and recovery. My name is Jim, and today I have 151 days sober. I hit the 5 month mark yesterday, and I'm really grateful for that. It's amazing how much my life started to change in this short time, in just the last 5 months. So much is happening and so much is going on in my life, but it's like I can hardly believe it. Um, Last night I started college. I'm taking a social service worker course part time. It's a 2 year course, and I'm taking half the course load, so I'm doing 3 courses. Last night I started um, anti-oppressive practice, and tonight I'll be taking social justice approaches to social problems. And I gotta tell you, I was really scared last night, my first class, because I'm 40 years old and I'm just going to school now. Like, I finally kind of figured out what I want to be when I grow up, and I haven't been in school in a long time. But I got through it. The scariest part was knowing that I have to do a group project. Like, I'm not used to working in teams on such a level. Um, like, but I got over that by um, connecting with a couple people in my class last night, and setting that group up already. Right, I have a group of 4 people. The project's not due till sometime in March, I think, and I got that. At least that part's done. The scary part's over. I'm part of a group, and so now I just need to move forward. Um, and that's not all, right? Like, I've got 2 jobs, one of which I'm laid off to because of this current lockdown. But the other job that I work in the daytime is going very well. Um, yeah, like I'm completely sober. I haven't had any desire to put drug or a drink into my body, which is amazing because um, I didn't really believe that I'd ever come to a point where I didn't want to smoke weed. And today, I don't want to put that crap in my body because, like they say in NA, one is too many and 1,000 is never enough. I've finally come to terms with my addiction, right? Back in August, when I got myself back into recovery, I had finally reached a point in my life where I was just sick of it, man. I was just sick of myself, sick of the lifestyle. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I kind of surrendered and said I can't live like this anymore. And ever since I got myself into detox and into this sober house, my life's been turning around. You know, I've been separated from my kid's mom for about a year and a half, and at one point it didn't look like there was any hope in that relationship ever repairing itself. But I can tell you today that, like, we are back together and we are working it out, and now we've been together like 13 years, and that's a great thing because I love that woman, and I can't imagine my life without her or with some other person. So this is like one of these gifts. Um, I just wanted to share a reading with you uh, from the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, and it's called the Promises. And the Big Book promises um, certain outcomes if we stick to this plan of recovery as outlined in the book. Because for me, for the real alcoholic, for me, um, there's only one solution to my drug and alcohol problem, and that is a complete psychic change. Because um, when you have the experience I have, or other addicts like me have, you realize that I have a disease of the mind and an allergy of the body, which means I'm not like normal people. My thinking's a little fucked up, right? Um, my best ideas got me into AA and got me just constantly relapsing. So I need to change that mindset. And that's not something I can do on my own. I need a higher power, who I call God. I need God in my life to help me make those changes. The allergy of the body is, once I put one of anything into my body, I can't stop. It doesn't matter. I don't have enough brain power or willpower to just have one of anything, right? If I get a bag of weed, if I smoke a joint, I smoke until that bag's gone, right? If I get a bottle of whiskey and have one shot, I don't stop until that bottle's gone or until I'm like blacked out puking somewhere or in a jail cell because of something stupid I did, right? If I use crystal meth, I don't stop until like 10, 12 days later when the money's run out and I can't go on any longer because I'm in such a deep psychosis, right? I don't sleep for days and days and days and days and days. That's just the way I am. There is a solution. One of those, part of that is to not pick up, to not put anything in my body. But even that on itself isn't enough because eventually, with my history, I know that I will go out again, right? Without some sort of solution to my mental problem, and that solution is the complete psychic change. I need to change my attitudes and opinions, and I need to acknowledge my character defects and address them and have God help remove them or at least turn them into assets, right? My biggest character defect is probably fear, right? And that's fear of everything, right? We already talked about like just I had fear about college, right? Being back in my relationship, I have fear of losing that. I have a lot of insecurities about who I am and what I've done and and just not being good enough for another human being. Those are my natural tendencies, but I'm learning that those aren't true. My mind lies to me, and my disease wants me dead, right? I'll go ahead and read the promises. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work for them. And like I said, these promises are starting to come true for me already. Just like the financial insecurity problem. A quick example of how that changes. Well, when I stopped living so selfishly like I was, when I stopped spending all my money on dope, all of a sudden I have money now to pay my bills, to support my children, to spend money on other people, right? I'm not selfishly spending money on myself all the time. And I know as long as I do the next right thing, God will provide for me, right? I pay my credit card bills these days. I've never done that in the past. I'm actually at a point where they're giving me increases, right? I have plans to take my partner and I to Mexico soon. Just little gifts, right? If I keep doing the next right thing. Anyways, I'm going to make this video short. I hope there was something in here for somebody. Thank you for watching. I love you all and take care of yourselves. Bye.